Good afternoon. A fresh wave of strikes is due to begin tomorrow involving British Airways cabin crew. Members of the Unite union are walking out as part of an ongoing row about pay. BA says only a very small number of flights at Heathrow will be affected. A second wave of national protests against Donald Trump's immigration ban has come to Oxford. It's already seen people take to the streets as part of the Standing Up to Racism campaign. Today's demonstration is said to be one of the biggest in the city for 10 years. A month of action to combat crime in rural areas in the Thames Valley has been launched by police. It will focus particularly on burglaries at properties. The area has one of the largest rural populations in the country. 91 fixed penalty notices have been issued by Dorset Police as part of a week-long crackdown against drivers using their mobile phones. New rules are expected to come into effect next month, which could double the present fine of £100 and 3 points. And council tax bills in Reading could rise by just under 5%. The local authority says it has little option due to unprecedented cuts in government funding. Well, this week, Surrey proposed an increase of 15%. Now, they're the bane of motorists' lives, damaging vehicles and causing accidents. Potholes are an all too familiar hazard across our region and a major expense. So a group of students in Sussex is trying to work out if there's a better way of tackling the problem. Here's Malcolm Shaw.
They can damage tyres, steering and suspension and contribute to accidents, causing cars to swerve, even unseating those on two wheels. It's estimated the cost of repairing potholes nationwide could reach £14 billion by 2020. So doing it as efficiently as possible is vital. Could the next generation of engineers and drivers hold the key? Students at Midhurst Rother College are researching the best ways to maintain our roads.
I think there's evidence out there to show that, yes, potholes, they don't necessarily look as aesthetically pleasing once they've been fixed as they could do. Sometimes potholes don't last as long as perhaps they could as well. So what the students are trying to come up with is a solution to that problem where the repairs last longer, look better and generally are better at doing the job of fixing the roads.
The students are working on the pothole project with instructors from Brighton University and engineers from the construction company Balfour Beatty.
So far we've been experimenting with the current material that they use to fill potholes. So this material uses water to activate. It doesn't need any heat and it's used usually for temporary fixes.
Based on our outcomes from the different mixtures we've done, I think we're going to be more leaning towards how they're actually putting in the repairs, practically not the mixtures.
At Ringmer in Sussex, a team gets to work to cut out and fill in yet another pothole, a job that will take them around half an hour to complete and costs the council £50 each time. Cold and frosty weather often loosens the road surface, allowing it to break up. Patching up is one solution, but not the best.
We've been investing significantly over the last year. We've resurfaced more than 70 miles of road, spending £16 million, which is ultimately the solution that we prefer, to resurface roads rather than repair potholes.
The government has allocated a fund of £1.2 billion to councils for local roads this year. Whether that's enough to bring them up to scratch remains to be seen. Malcolm Shaw, ITV News, Ringmer.
Well, let's hope the students find a solution. Now, mosques across the region are opening their doors tomorrow. The event, organised by the Muslim Council of Britain, aims to educate people, dispel negative perceptions about Islam and show how British Muslims are helping their local communities. Mosques in Southampton, Portsmouth, Camberley, Reading and Maidenhead are all taking part. Time now for a look at the weather. Today with the all-important forecast is Philippa Drew.
From puddles to paddling, driving through Europe. Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
Hello there. Well, the next few days will be fairly unsettled. Rain or showers at times, fairly breezy with it too, but in between some bright or sunny spells to be found. So we can see what's been going on this weekend. Low pressure very much in charge, and it will stay with us not just through the rest of the weekend, but through the next few days. So further bands of rain continuing to move in from the southwest, persistent at times, and perhaps the odd heavy burst in there as well. So back to this evening. Well, we're seeing some rain moving across the region. That will be persistent for a time with some heavy bursts, but it will be moving fairly quickly, so by midnight it should have cleared largely away to the northeast there. Behind it a lot of cloud, some mist and fog in places, and by dawn temperatures falling just low enough for a touch of frost in places as well. So tomorrow morning a chilly start, a foggy start in places, but any frost and fog will gradually lift through the morning. Thereafter a dry day, albeit rather cloudy, some bright or sunny spells coming and going. Do make the most of them where you see them. Temperature wise, on the face of it, fairly average for the time of year, 7 or 8 degrees the high. Add on the northwesterly breeze and feeling cooler still. For the next few days, some rain at times, plenty of cloud. Make the most of any sunshine.
Eurotunnel the Shuttle sponsors ITV Meridian weather.
We certainly will. It looks like it's back to the cold as well. Well, that is all for today. Due to the rugby tomorrow, we're back on Monday, but you'll find regular updates, of course, on our website. The address, as always, itv.com/Meridian. So for now, from the Weekend team, do enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.